Good afternoon, YouTube. So yeah, new day, new video. Just in the pondering stages of this part of the build, but it's rear, firewall and fuel tank. So yeah, I've just been backwards and forth on how to do this and what way. I wanted to just put the fuel tank here and have the firewall above it, but the fuel tank will be sitting really low. And I do want to go rear mount radiator at some stage, so this will be the best way. So yeah, just in the pondering stage. I've literally been sitting here for like a couple of hours, just like, fuck, what do I do? Back and forth, talking to a few of my mates and stuff like that, getting some ideas. So I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and run a full rear firewall. We're going to bead roll some cool design in there to stop it from flexing. I've just got a bit of sheet metal, some box steel, and yeah, we'll probably sheet up that and then that side. I was going to do it, I didn't want to block the whole rear off. I wanted a street car sort of vibe looking. I was going to just bring the firewall up halfway and then make it seal over the hatch when it closes on top of it. But realistically, that's not completely sealing, and if for accident the window broke, I'd be exposed to potential fire or potential fuel. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna run this. I'm still not decided, but yeah, just in the pondering stage. So making progress on the CAD design. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just, we needed to seal that off somehow, so I might just plate that and yeah, sort of run it just like that. Just want to try to make it as nice as possible. Yeah, so it would be nice just to chop the whole back end off and do a tube rear end in that, but for now we're not going to go too crazy with it. But we're going to get this done as nice as possible, so at least that's done, and later on I can tube this if I whack the back end. So yeah, can't figure out where I want to bring this to. Yeah, if I bring it out far enough to where the radiator is going to be at some point, then it will act as a ducting. But if I don't remount radiator, then it's just like overboard. But so I'm just going to think on that for a while, because I've sort of got to get around all these contours and that as well of the side of the car. So yeah, I'm just going to figure out the best way to do that. But side quest, we're trying to get this back up and running. While it's running, it was just dropped to 18 pounds. So I have found a leak through here, so I've had that resurfaced. And I found a leak in one of my wastegate diaphragms. Yeah, when I bought the car, it had it was overboosting, and I put these new diaphragms in. These aren't even, these aren't old at all. Yeah, so yeah, up to the light you can see through it. So there's, I bought a new one of those, but leaking diaphragm won't make it overboost, underboost or make it overboost. So the problem I'm having is my last track day I was running 24 pounds. I just had the new turbo, everything done, 700 horsepower. Fuck, the first day was running sick as. Then the next day, or towards the end of the day, it started like I couldn't just munch fourth gear or anything. Like, and I thought the track was gripping up, and because of the heat and that stuff like that. Then I checked the boost and it was on 18 psi. So I sort of aired the tires up and just kept it in third and just continued the rest of the day. Took my ECU into NDT at Brian, and everything seemed to be fine, but the logs did show it dropped down to 18 pound, consistent 18 pound, not spiking or anything.